Hey y'all, I'm Uncle Lila and this is Uncle Lila Plans. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy. So in today's video, we're going to do my first ever plan with me in my B6 Complete Common Planner from Sterling Inc. It is in the vertical size. So we're going to be doing the weekly and getting the days set up. So let's get started. So the Complete Common Planner looks like this. So this is the typical vertical weekly, and then we proceed to have all of our days, Monday through Sunday, and then we have a weekly dashboard before we go into the next week. Now you'll notice there are some icon stickers laid down. Oh, that's stuck. There are some icon stickers laid down. I was already getting ready to finish the sheet, so instead of just hanging on to it for a couple of icons when I'm going to put them down anyway. Let's see if I straighten you out. Oh no, that still looks crooked. Hold on. The book is straight, but the video looks crooked. Is the book straight? Okay, anyway, looks straight on camera. Anywho, so we're going to go ahead and get started planning. So the first thing we're going to do, and now this is very minimal planning, but I am going to pull out all of my shape stickers and my icon stickers. This folder is from Happy Scrappy. These are my handy dandy tweezers. We have a ruler from the Coffee Monster Co. and my Tombow whiteout. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select a pink shape sticker, and I'm feeling stars this week. So we're going to use the stars. Put those to the side. And tweezers. And then I'm going to put a star next to all my important dates. So I had today. I'm also going to put a star next to my weekend shifts. Because of the job change, I actually don't have a set schedule. I typically work mornings, but that's not necessarily always the case. So I have to check my schedule every single week, and I have to write down what my hours are going to be. So, okay. Friday, and then we're going to do Saturday and Sunday for my hours. Okay. And straighten that out. And then we're going to take my tab off. These tabs are from the these are Avery tabs. They are the stick non-removable. Why is that so bright? Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. These are the Avery, the Avery reusable, that's the word I'm looking for, stick tabs. They don't like leave a sticky residue on your planner. You can easily peel them up and put them where you need to. So I love using those. Sorry, words are hard. Today has just been a day. You ever have like a lot to do and you know you need to get it done, and then you wake up and you're like, I'm getting like half a thing done? That's been me today. So we're gonna work right to left because I'm left-handed. So all right, so where did my list go? There it is. Okay. So the only thing I have on the 21st is my job. And my new position is at an aquarium. It's really fun. I work in the gift shop, and my favorite part about my job is watching tiny babies who are like walking for the first time have a death vice grip on the stuffies that they want. Ooh, that's too close. Have a vice grip on the stuffies that they want, and they have like half of it in their mouth. And you can very clearly tell that the parent's not going to win this one. The baby's going to get the toy. I was working last weekend, and I live near a major city, and they had a home game, and the dad was like, why don't we wait until we go to the baseball game to get something, buddy? And the kid goes, without missing a beat, he goes, but they don't have sharks there. Y'all, I laughed so loud. The dad kind of looked at me and I'm like, I'm sorry, your kid's a comedic genius. That was funny. Dang nabbit. Okay, Briar wants in under the desk, so we're going to have to let her in. There you go, baby. Do you want in, or do you just want to be a menace? There you go. Sorry. If you're new here, I have a cane corso named Briar, and she likes to lay under the desk while I'm filming, so that tends to make a little noise. Okay, and then on the 19th, I have the day off because it's Juneteenth. Day off. And then I have a bill due this day too. The Wi-Fi's due. and that's $75. When I do my budgeting video, I'm going to show you guys how I go about the bills. And then Wednesday, the busiest day. So I have, oh shoot, I forgot I had a bill on the 20th. So we're going to put another star down. I have my Kindle Unlimited subscription due on the 20th. So yeah, it's a pretty good job. I love all the people that I work with. They're all pretty awesome. I love the manager that I have. I had to get accommodations because of my newest chronic condition. And they've all been really amazing, really understanding. Nobody makes me feel bad about it or makes me feel like I shouldn't have this condition. Everybody's just incredible. And I haven't really had to deal with rude people necessarily. Like there's been a couple of one-offs here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty chill. Yeah, so it's been a really nice shift from what I've been accustomed to. Although this last weekend was absolutely temper tantrum galore. I don't know what it was, but everybody was just not having it this weekend. Which, you know, it happens. Okay, so that looks much better. Okay, so I have Duke bill, which is our electric company. And I have my Crunchyroll subscription, which is an anime subscription. And, oh, that star is kind of awkward. It's kind of cattywampus there. And I do get free tickets as part of my compensation package. It's like one of my benefits. So that's really nice. I was able to save up enough tickets for Mother's Day for both my sisters could take themselves and their kids to the aquarium for free, which was pretty cool. So, okay, then I have Crunchyroll. That's $11. Nice payday. Okay, and then the 15th I had my phone. So I pay my phone, you can't see. I pay my phone quarterly. Had to think of the word there. So I put a portion of the quarter's payment away every month. So that way when it comes time to pay the quarterly bill, I don't have to pay this huge ginormous bill. So can we just zoom this out a wee bit more? Okay. And then on the bottom, you'll see icon stickers. This is just denoting like the weekly tasks that I have to do. So the day that I meal prep, bins get taken up, laundry gets ordered, bins get brought back in, laundry gets put away, deep cleaning day where I pick one room to deep clean, and then we go grocery shopping on Sunday once I get off work. Because Sundays are the only days that my boyfriend and I have off together. So those are the days we try to make the most of. We're also currently working, that's not what I wanted to write, currently working on making it to where I don't have to work 2 jobs. So we're trying to see if it's in the budget, but given the current economy, I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think it's going to be in the cards for a while, which is okay. I mean, pretty much everybody I know works 2 jobs, so. All right. So then we're going to set up the daily pages really quickly, and I need my ruler. So what I do is I just divide the page in half. Because on the right side I journal, and then on the left side I do all my daily stuff. I don't necessarily do a schedule because it's pretty much the same thing like every single day. I go to work. I do the same morning routine because I go to work every morning. So it's not like unless I have a doctor's appointment or something, but then I just write it in like my important notes. So but I like that. I'm very much a creature of habit, very much a creature of routine. I'm convinced it's the neurodivergency, but yeah. Okay, so since you can see Tuesday better, I'm going to show you how I set it up. So make sure you don't fall over. Goodness gracious. Okay, so I take my pin stickers. Where are they? My water tracking stickers, my salad stickers. Okay, that's all we need for that day. Okay, so I have specific icons for specific things. So I take the pin sticker and I put it at the top, and this is where I put my running to-do list of everything I want to get done that day. And then I take my water bottle stickers. I got coffee on them, so I don't use those two. I don't know how I did that. It was perfectly fine, and then I looked down, and I guess I spilled some. And then we put a water sticker down, and that's going to be my water tracker. Okay, you can see. Okay. And then I mark off how many bottles of water, like how many of my water bottle I've had, and then I write down the ounces, which is important for my doctor's checkups and whatnot, because I have to stay extremely well hydrated, not only with my conditions, but with the medication that I take as well. And then I also track what I eat. And then I put my salad sticker down to indicate food tracker. This was just something I thought up to use my icon stickers, because they were just sitting there otherwise. And these are like the 3 stickers I use every single day. I will use other stickers for other things going on, which I'll show you when we get to another day. Let's see. Food tracker. And to do. So Tuesday is all set up. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do for all the other days. But I'm just going to go ahead and draw the line down the center with you here. And then, can you see? You can see Wednesday. Okay, I'll show you Wednesday what I do, because Wednesday is a very bill heavy day and it's payday. Okay, that did not go as smoothly as I wanted. That's okay. That's what whiteout's for. Okay, so before I do my to-do list, I put my important things at the top of the page. And let's zoom in. Okay. Let's zoom me out. All right. So I need my to-do stickers. I need these stickers. I need this sticker. I need this sticker. Okay. So we're going to notate that it's payday and I get paid from both jobs on Wednesday. Now, technically, I'm supposed to get paid on Fridays. However, I have early pay, early deposit, whatever it is, through my bank. So I always budget that I get paid on a Friday, but I plan, like in my planners, I write down that I get paid Wednesday, but I budget so that way I have enough money to last me until I get paid Friday, if that makes sense. Okay, that's both jobs. And then I take the bill sticker. Come on. And I have this bill sticker from Planning with Kay. I'm gonna put that down. No. Why would you go straight? Okay. So I have my Duke bill, which has already been paid. And then I have Crunchyroll. That's not how you spell roll. Ding dong. It has been a day, let me tell you. And it's not even like a bad day. It's just one of those days where you wake up and you just feel off, you know? So, but I wanted to get this filmed and planned just so you could see like how I do things in my planner now that I'm usually entirely different setup, and maybe, you know, it works for you. Okay. And if not, that's okay too. If this is like too boring or like not enough sticker usage, yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Or, you know, too minimal, that's okay too. This is just something for like simplicity's sake, and like also, I don't know how to word this the way that I wanted to word it, but like mentally, in order to calm my brain, I need more simple layouts. Like, no, it's like overstimulating, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I find that the simpler layout is definitely helping with that overstimulation. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but there are just sometimes in your life where you're so overwhelmed and you've got so much going on, so tired, and it's just little things can be a lot really quickly, especially when you're neurodivergent like me. Oh my goodness gracious. Breakfast, it comes first, you ding dong. What is happening? It's definitely a day. You did it again. Lunch. Okay. Not the best, but that's okay. So yeah. I'm also doing a more in-depth symptom tracking where I do a little blurb after my to-do list. I don't have a sticker to denote symptoms, so I just write it in a, so this is in the 0.4 in the Pentel Energel Plena. I write symptom analysis in the 0.5, so it's like a bolder font, a bolder heading. So that way I have that like standing out. So if there's like a particular day where symptoms are really bad or like a medication just making me feel off that day, and that's why I track my food and my water as well, because maybe there's something that I ate that interacted with the medicine that I didn't know was going to interact with it that way that did. Or maybe, you know, I ate too late in the day, or I took my medicine at the wrong time, or wasn't hydrated enough, or it was just a weird off day. So I like tracking those things just so I can have an idea of what's going on, essentially. Okay, that's better. All right, got a couple more days to do the lines. Okay. This is Saturday. And this is Sunday. Or that's Saturday. This is Sunday. Okay. Okay. All right, so all my lines are drawn. And I'm going to show you how I do this. I'm going to take my sticky tab off. And on this side, we're going to do weekly tasks, which hasn't really changed much from my last weekly task. There are a couple more things added in because I am now trying to stream. I went to go pick up my streaming equipment this weekend and it just didn't work out. We have a tech store near us that my boyfriend likes to go to for tech supplies, but I hate going there because it's very much how you would think it is for a woman, especially a nerdy woman, walking into a tech supply store where it's mostly men that work. Very much so, like I'd ask, because I film all my videos on my camera, and like my phone camera, and I've asked, and I have like a little list of like all the stuff written down so that way I don't forget. And I'd asked, you know, typically men that work there, and I'd ask the man, you know, hey, I film planner videos, like this is my hobby, this is my passion, and I'm looking for, you know, a better camera. What would you suggest? And he goes, oh, web camera on your computer should be fine. No, I want like a camera to like film these videos. What do you mean a web? Like he just basically was super dismissive, and that's the experience I've had consistently. Like when I was wanting to buy my own computer, I'd walk in and ask questions. I don't know anything about computers, and I'm willing to admit when I don't know something and when I'm looking to the expert for help. And I would ask, you know, hey, I'm not looking to run any type of like Call of Duty or anything on this. I just wanted to play Stardew Valley and Baldur's Gate 3. Like that's the span of what I needed to do, and like everyday normal computer stuff. And that's pretty much it. And I would just get dismissed, and it was just a horrible experience. So the day we went to go pick up my computer stuff, because I wanted an all-white setup. It's clean, it's sleek, and pretty much, you know, all the gamer people that I follow are typically women, and they all have all-white setups. Except for like when they have custom things like keyboards and whatever. Or like it's white and pink or white and purple. Anyway, so we had gotten a woman, and she was absolutely fantastic, absolutely amazing, knew exactly what I wanted, even down to the keyboard and how I wanted the keyboard to sound. And like because I wanted a full keyboard, but not a full size keyboard. Like I wanted the number pad on the side of the keyboard, but I did not want it to be like 100% size keyboard. If you don't know keyboard sizes, there's like 50%, 75%, 100%, and like they have different things. Most gaming keyboards don't have the number pad thing on the side, but I didn't just want to use the computer for gaming. I wanted to use it for normal computer stuff too. So she was able to find me like literally the exact, down to like the minutest detail of keyboard that I wanted. She was able to find the exact headphones that I needed, like everything was just incredible and amazing. And we went this weekend and she wasn't there, and there was no other female workers. And I had asked, like, if there was any woman in the store at all that could help me. And the guy just rolled his eyes and was like, no. And I was like, okay, this is why I don't shop with you people. So, because there were some items that I wanted, but I wanted, again, professional opinion. Just be like, hey, this is, like, what my research just showed me. But I'm willing to take, constructive feedback, or, like, listening to the expert, essentially, and seeing if what I'm picking or what I'm deciding to do is really what I'm needing it to do for the things I want to do. Because, again, like, I'm streaming Palia. Right now I'm playing Palia, and it's really fun. That's one of the things I want to stream. I want to stream Stardew Valley, and on my Nintendo Switch I want to hook it up to my computer and stream that way. And there's a game coming out called Fable that I really want to play. I'm thinking of playing God of War Lao Fei and streaming that. So just, things that I'm wanting to use, and it's just a total dismissive and what you would expect from this kind of experience. So we weren't able to get the streaming stuff. We have looked online, we've looked into more reviews, but it's just that kind of, maybe I'm old, but it's like having that person experience, like understanding you, and you guys know what I mean? Like, am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah. So we did, however, get to stop in. Oh my gosh. Okay. So when that was a bust, we were going to go to the nice mall near us, and we ended up deciding to go to dinner instead, because we were both really, really hungry, because I'd already gotten off work, and we were going to the store. It didn't pan out. We had got some Pokemon cards. I got some really sweet books from the gaming store that we went to. It was like amazing time, and we had a great conversation with the girl in the gaming store. We got to pre-order for the next Pokemon set. It was great. So anyway, so we went out to eat, right? And we went to Texas Roadhouse, and I typically don't go there. I'm a Longhorn person. Like, that's just my preferred. My boyfriend was like, yeah, you spoiled me, because he was craving Texas Roadhouse, and we went, and he's like, yeah, it's not that good compared to Longhorn. So anyway, so we're there, and it's like in a really nice, more ritzy area of town, right? And we're there, and we're just like, just chilling, hanging out. Like, we look on our phones, we play Pokemon Go together, we talk about our day, like we talk about stuff going on in our lives, whatever. And how my mother raised me was to be very polite in public. Yes, ma'am. No, sir. Please and thank you. May I please? Those types of things. And like, clean up after yourself. If you spill something on the table, wipe it up. Stack your plates together. Like, just because it's somebody's job does not mean it's your job to make their job harder. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I was raised. Like, that's how everybody I go out to eat with behaves. That's how, like, it's been my entire life. Like, if you don't know how to act in public and don't know how to eat out at a restaurant, I don't go out to eat with you. You know what I mean? So we were there, and we were just chilling, just, playing Pokemon Go, scrolling our phones, jibber-jawing. And she comes over, and she's like, your food will be out in like 3 seconds, I swear. And we're like, it's okay. Mind you, we both ordered steak, and I ordered mine well done, because I'm a heathen. Like, I know my steak is going to take a second. You got to burn it real quick. Like, obviously. So she comes back, and we're eating our food, and I think it asked for something. I don't know. And she swings by, and she's like, just so y'all know, you all are like the nicest table I've had in a while. Like, in a long time. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, yeah, just thought I'd let you know, as I telling the other waitresses back there, my table is like really nice. And I'm sitting there confused, kerfuffled, if you will, because what do you mean? I said, please, thank you, may I have? Yeah, would you like this? Yes, please. This is basic, the bare bottom of the barrel, basic human decency to me. Like, this is what I assume to be common going out in public behavior. Like, I'm so confused. What do you mean? Like, this is what? And I was so confused, and I was so hurt. I literally almost cried at the table. I was like, what do you mean we're the nicest people you've seen in a while? I don't understand. How are people that awful, that horrible? And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make her day a little bit better. I'm going to call in to the restaurant, and I'm going to, brag about her for a second and make it, well, cherry on top, if you will. Because if it's that bad, where you have to come over and tell me, you guys are the nicest table I've had in a while, what do they do to you? What is happening? What kind of behavior? I'm so confused. I'm concerned and confused. So I went on the phone for like 20 minutes. And mind you, it's just a quick little like, hey, she was really awesome, just letting you know. And so I do. Y'all, this manager got on the phone. When I tell you, she was ready for a fight. She was ready for a Karen. Like, this is the manager. This is so-and-so. This is the manager. And I was like, dang, I'm so sorry. And I was like, just calling because, I came in to eat. And I just wanted to express, my opinions of my service tonight. This was my server. This was so-and-so. And it was really, like, they were really great, really awesome. I'm like super nice, super friendly. We don't typically eat there, but given the service, we'll come back again. And she was like, oh, like, y'all, instant change of demeanor, and like I could verbally hear like her shoulders drop, her cortisol drop. What are they doing to you? Y'all, I felt so dang bad. I felt so bad. Like, what is happening over there to where your immediate reaction is go for the throat, and the second somebody's kind, you can then drop your defenses? What do you mean people are treating you so badly that you have to come over and express that someone used in bottom of the barrel basic human decency as good? Like, what? And what's crazier, y'all? What's crazier is this, like, the nice part of town, right? That's like the old people, rich, nice part of town. And I know for a fact all y'all would have been knocked upside the head for even thinking about acting out in public, and y'all acting a fool. Were you just saving up? Like, all those years you didn't get to? Is this just letting it out now? Because I know for a fact that did not fly. I know for a fact y'all were raised better than this and raised how to behave in public. What do you mean these people are going through this to where I'm so concerned, and what is happening? Why can't, they're bringing food to your table. If y'all want to have an attitude, go eat at home. And mind you, the servers have no control over what's going on in the kitchen. Even the kitchen staff occasionally has no control. You don't know who called out. You don't know what equipment they've got, what was delayed on their truck order, what wasn't ordered properly, came spoiled. You don't know nothing. You don't know. And she's just there to write it down and to relay it to the kitchen. Just a messenger. And y'all up here acting fools. I cannot fathom that for the life of me. If I would never, ever. Y'all, both my parents ain't here no more. I can promise you right now, they would apparate out of nowhere and knock me upside the head if I even thought about acting like I ain't got no sense in public. Y'all must have lost your minds. What are you talking about? And y'all, I felt so bad. I cried in the car on the way home. I did. I was like, what? And this is, mind you, this is how you pay your bills. This is how you pay for your life. It's not like you maybe you did dream of being a waitress or manager of a restaurant or a cook or whatever one day when you were a little kid. Maybe you did. But for the most part, people are just trying to get by. People are just trying, y'all. And y'all are horrible to these people. I don't understand. That word's going to be a bit too long. It's going to take up half the page. So we're going to do a double row. Like, I cannot for the life of me fathoming, like, anything happening to where you treat somebody that way in public. I could never. And couldn't stand for it. Could not stand for it. What do you mean? And mind you, I've worked in retail customer service my entire life. I know how people in public act. I know how, people behave, especially when they think that you're less than them because of the particular position that you work. And that happens a lot in our society, which is dumb. Like, a job's a job, y'all. A job's a job. It puts food on the table, puts gas in the car. It keeps a roof over your head. Like, that's all that should really matter. But anyway, I felt so bad for her. So then the next day, we went grocery shopping. We ran some errands. We went out to Cheesecake Factory, which is pretty good. They discontinued the Ghirardelli cherry cheesecake, y'all. The Ghirardelli cherry cheesecake. That was my favorite cheesecake of all time. And they discontinued it. Oh, fiddlesticks. I put it, dang nabbit. I knew I drew that line in there for something. I like to keep all my to-dos, like, lumped by category. So, like, all the cleaning stuff together, all the laundry stuff together, all of, like, the care, maintenance, goals, planning things. And I had some extra things to add on my planning list, my goals, budget section. And I put it at the bottom. Oh, fiddlesticks is in the wrong spot. Oh, well. I'll fix it next week. Anyway. So we had a pretty good weekend. Bill went and got Briar a new toy today. It's so funny, y'all. She loves soft toys, but she tears them up in like 2 seconds. So he got her like this toy that's branded as hard to tear or whatever, which is a lie. All those toys, lies. I got her a tire toy one time and she tore it apart in 15 minutes. Like, don't tell me this stuff's hard to destroy. Anyway, so we got it for her. She immediately was like, toy, and then freaked out. She did not drop that thing for hours, y'all. It was soaking wet with her drool. It was so gross, and she was so happy. And she wanted to play, and you touch it, and it's just wet, and you're just like, no, thank you. No touchy, no, I don't want this. I do not want to be a part of this. Thanks so much, though. And she was so happy. She's such a happy puppy. She's asleep on my foot right now, and it's numb. So, that's great. Okay. So we're going to draw this line really quick. I'm going to draw it here. So I like to draw the line as close to the next line, but like to the words as possible. So like this. So instead of just straight down the middle, so if I need more space, I have it. You know what I mean? Okay. There's that. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work from the bottom up. So I have a tracker that I'm putting in for every weekly. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. And now we can start writing. So, post it. And these are things I just want to track that I do every day. So, post it on social media. So I'm trying to get that built up. Essentially, it just kind of clicked. Like, if I truly want to stop working 2 jobs, I need to find another source of income. Like, we cannot keep up living life, like the bare bones basic, with the income that we're both making. And mind you, Bill makes good money. He makes over double what I make regular time. And he gets mandatory overtime every single week. So he makes good money. And, just like everybody else right now, things are a little bit hard. So I was thinking, if I don't want to really work 2 jobs anymore, what can I do? If I focus on my social media, maybe I can get it to the point that I start making a little money from it, So we'll see how that goes. I'm also trying to go back and get my master's degree. I'm thinking of doing a master's in business just because it's like a good blanket master's. The job I work at the university allows me to get a free bachelor's or free master's, and I feel like a master's is the way to go because I already have my bachelor's. So I'm hoping that I can get it in business, and that will kind of give me like a good blanket. Here's the problem. I don't make no money where I work, but I love what I do more than anything in the world. I love what I do so much. I feel like I make a change. I matter. I feel like I make a difference. And like everything I do, it matters. And I feel like I can't find this anywhere else. Like the group of coworkers that I work with are so understanding and so considerate and so kind and just incredible. And I feel like it doesn't matter where I go, I'm never going to find this again. Like this is like a once in, a lifetime kind of thing. And for a multitude of reasons, just like the benefits, the actual like working position, like all the, it's just amazing. And while it doesn't pay anything, it's like everything I'm looking for in a position as far as career-wise and things. So it's kind of one of those things where like it doesn't make anything, but it's fulfilling. So like it's hard to step away. Where like also there's the flip side of it where you make a ton of money, but you hate your job. So it's also hard to step away. Like I go into the office tomorrow and all I'm thinking about is like, okay, what outfit am I going to wear to pack my lunch kind of thing. It's not like, oh, I have to go into the office tomorrow. Woe is me, stress and anxiety, So if I have to work, this is the kind of work I want to do. So it just kind of sucks that feels like really the only options. So I thought, why not try to put more into the social media thing? Why not try? Because when I started it out, I didn't start out to make any money from it. I just did it because it's a hobby and something that I love. And something that for me is really fun. I like doing this. I like spending time with y'all. This is a good time for me. So maybe we'll get it somewhere, and if we don't, that's okay too. But put in a little more effort, put in a little more videos and things. And also, if you hear any noise, that's my neighbors upstairs. They are super loud. Okay. So I'm going to try to hurry this up because they're getting loud really quickly. So these are just all the things I like to track. And it also helps, tracking these things also tracks my symptoms. So like, for example, if I did not vacuum all week, why? What happened? What was going on there? If I didn't engage in my hobbies like I typically do, there are things happening that are the cause and effect, essentially. Like, I didn't do these things because of XYZ. So let's see. Shower. So it also helps with sending things to the doctor. Last week I put this like in the move section, and that was really not smart of me. Okay. So that's done. Jeez, oh, paint's loud. Okay. All right. Do I want to do a top line? Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to do is, oh, fiddlesticks, I wanted to do stickers. Okay, that's fine. I usually just do like a dot sticker, but I didn't do it this week, and that's fine. So this is where I list this week's tasks I have to do specifically for this week. And there's nothing really particular I have to do this week exactly. I'm sure things will come up as the week progresses. But as of right this second, there's nothing in particular that I have to do this week that I don't do any other week. So the only thing I'm not showing y'all that I typically do is I take all of these and I plug them into certain days. So like, for example, bins up will be on Thursdays. Now, I don't do that. Bill takes the trash cans up when he gets home from work. But I still put it on the list to make sure it gets done. So if he forgets, I can be like, hey, bins got to go out. That thankfully, they come mid-morning, early afternoon during the day. So I can take the bins out before I leave for work on Friday if I have to. So, all these things, no, I'm not responsible for all of these. It's just a good reminder to have them all here so I can be like, okay, what needs done when? And then I can plug them into my daily so that way I'm working on getting things done. And then my tracker, because that's super important to all of my chronic illness stuff. So that is my whole week set up, aside from my little icons on my days. And then all I do for the week itself is I use this as like a memory keeping space. So I will write down like little blurbs throughout the day. And then I do like a more in-depth journaling on the side here to kind of like process the day and put more detail in, so I can be like, had a good day at work, and I can put down why I had a good day at work. Like, hearing a little kid be super funny. All right, so that's it for me. That's what my plan with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you have a great day. I hope you had a beautiful Monday. You have a great rest of your week. Wherever you are, I hope everything's going well. And just know that I'm proud of you and I love you. All right, have a good night, y'all. Bye.